So here is the test, part A. Right. Those who are attending the session, write your names, first name and second name. Attending students, so give your attendance. Yeah, please. Yeah. So this is the title. This is the title. So remember the title, very much important. So text A is the title. Fractures, dislocations, and sprains. Text A, text B, text C, and text D. All related to title. All. So title, this is the complete story. And now this is the house. Yes, good evening, all of you. Write your names. Give your attendance, please. That means write your first and second name. Yeah. So today is a mega session. That means it is a lengthy session, right? Okay. So first identify the title. Identify the title. This is the title: fractures, dislocations, and sprains. Three things are there. One is fracture, one is dislocations, and one is sprains. Yeah. So reading part A. Reading Part A. So step number 1, identify the title of the passage. Okay. Number 2, analyze or study the title. Study the title. Now, how are we going to study the title here? So fractures means very serious problem. Dislocations, moderate problems which can be set. The location can be set. Dislocation, just dislocation. And sprains, superficial, normal. Mild, moderate, and intense problem. So there are 3 types of problem: intense problem, moderate problem, and mild problem. So you can see problems, all are problems. All are problems. This is a very serious problem, this is a moderate problem, this is an ordinary problem. So try to analyze the text in this way, right? Try to analyze the text in this way. Yes. Yeah. Next. Here, go to text A now. So now go to text A. If you want to analyze here, now title, what is the title? What is the title? Okay. What is the title? The title is Fractures, Dislocations, and Sprains. Be my guest. Don't be in a hurry. So here the title is Fractures, Dislocations, and Sprains. Fractures, dislocations, and sprains. Now, this is the main door. This is the main door. This is the main door. Hello? Yes, you can send me. Okay, dear. So, fractures, dislocations, and sprains. Now, if you see this title, fractures, dislocations, and sprains, 3 labels joined with the word and. That means there are 3 things studied together. There are 3 things which are studied together. Now, this is the trident. Trident means 3. Okay, 3-pointed weapon with a long bar handle. So like this long bar where you'll hold and you'll pierce. So this trident has 3 pointers. Number 1, fractures. Fractures means we call this as fracture. Now, what is a fracture? Is a damage to the bone. A damage to the bone. Hairline fracture, very thin hairline fracture. Serious fracture, or a broken bone, or severed hand, anything may be. From a hairline fracture, okay, slit bone, or 2 separate parts of the bone, and the other one is hanging loosely. So fractures or damage to the bone. A very serious problem. Very serious problem. Number one. Number two, dislocation. Now, what is dislocation? Dislocation means the joints are off. The connection is lost with another particular bone. This shoulder dislocation, that means this shoulder will come out of the socket, the ball will come out of the socket, or a distorted angle. The socket is damaged and the ball comes out. Ball and socket joint. This ball, when suddenly some action happens, this ball gets off and this hangs loosely. Because of the skin, it still hangs. Now this should be inserted back because with great force it strikes. So this ball comes out of the ball, it moves inside, it comes out of because of great force. Or this socket is damaged and it pushed up or something. So because of that, the hand cannot work. So very difficult. So that is a dislocation. The location is out of place. It removed from the original position. The position is shifted in an awkward angle, not the proper angle, in an awkward angle. We are studying. We are studying. Remember that. Don't rush, because this lecture will help you in every other lecture. Yeah. Next. Third one is a sprain. Sprain, some, and there's some swelling, some bruising, and some scratches or inside a hurt, or anything may happen. Sprain. This is superficial, not too much. So this is mild pain. Dislocation is moderate problem. Sprain is mild problem. And fractures or intense problems, prolonged problem. Sprain will go off maybe in an hour or a day or maybe 2-3 days. Dislocation, you have to go to an expert and fit it properly, or maybe needing surgery also if necessary. And fracture, you have to go to a specialist who can join the, using screws and something else. Bars, screws, rods, whatever we call. And with nuts and bolts, you have to fix it properly. And once it is set, it will be removed. They will be removed, or they can be like that, no problem. So, intense problem, moderate problem, mild problem. So 3 types of problem. Problems are there. Problems are there. All are 3 problems, but types of problem according to the intensity of the damage. Yeah, right. Now this is the text. You have to study the title. That is the second point. So the title is here. What is that? The title is Fractures, Dislocations and Sprains. So fractures, dislocations and sprains. So That is the title. Now, if you think about these things, three things: fractures or intense or severe problems. The next one, dislocations, moderate problems, and sprains are mild problems. Now you understand all our problems. So how we are studying is very important. Dear friends, dear students, dear members who are watching, just take time and invite one friend of yours so that they can also enjoy the sessions. We need to pass knowledge to everyone. So please invite some friends, okay? If possible, take time, 1 or 2 minutes, and try to invite friends, the people whom you love the most. Yeah. So, now this is called studying the title. Studying the titles, not reading the title. Studying means in-depth meaning. Study means, okay, comprehending the subjects like what, why, how, okay, what, why, how, when, which, where, what, why, how, when, which, where. So if you ask such questions, you'll get them. What is a fracture? How does it happen? When does it happen? Which type is called a fracture? Where does fracture happen? In the same way with the dislocations, in the same way with sprains. So now you understand that. Then what is fracture? Fracture is an intense damage to the bone where the bone will be split or it will be opened up or separated or twisted or cut or whatever you call it. Yes. Dislocation is the joint separated, okay, the joint is separated with another bone. The connection is lost and it comes out of the place. That is called a dislocation. Sprains is superficial bruising. For example, there is a scratch on the bone, okay, and whenever the skin ruptures or bruising or blood vessels broken inside or split or anything it may happen, right? This is how you are going to analyze. Next. Yeah, any new students are there? Just type your first name and second name. Please give your attendance. Right. Whenever you start attending a session, you can just write your first name and second name. That shows your attendance. Yeah. Now, so this is studying the title. This is called skimming. Skimming. So there are 3 stages of reading. There are 3 stages of reading. There are 3 stages of reading. Now I'm going to tell you about the 3 stages of reading. Okay. Right. The 3 stages of reading are this is the procedure, the steps to be taken. Okay. Right. Then the stages of reading. The stages, that's enough. There are 3 stages. There are 3 stages. Number 1, skimming. Number 2, scanning. Number 3, solving. Once again, I am telling you, stay till the end, because the last you will find the twist. Okay. Right. So skimming, scanning, and solving. Now in skimming, you have to do 2 things. Number 1 is title. The title. Study the title carefully, because everything is there in the title itself. Everything is there in the title itself. You have to analyze the title. Title has a special meaning because title is intended to give the complete overall picture in one word or a phrase. Title, when you read the title, you will understand what is it all about. You can call this by different names. You can call these by different names. Okay. You can call them as the title or the subject or the topic or the context. We have 4 different types of names. Anything anyone can call. These are synonyms. What is the title? What is the subject? What is the topic? What is the context? Different people take different words. Simon sir says title, another person says subject, another person says topic, another says context. Doesn't matter. But you should be aware of all these 4 things. And you should remember that when he uses this word, they can understand. So study the title carefully. That's it. Study carefully. Now we already studied, that's why we got this one, fracture. So this is skimming. We have done the skimming stage. We have done that. This is the skimming stage. This is the skimming stage. Yeah. So we have done the skimming stage only now. Now next comes the second one in skimming, the second stage in skimming. This is called the subtitle. The subtitles. blah, blah, blah. Subject, topic, context. The subject, the subtopic, the subcontext, whatever you call it. Study carefully. Study carefully. When you study carefully, you will understand what it is all about. I'm telling you, 20 out of 20 marks will be in your pocket. Undoubtedly, undeniably, irrefutably. Write down the words, synonyms. Undoubtedly, okay, synonyms. Undeniably, irrefutably. Means no one can say no, no one can deny, no one can doubt. 100% sure. That's it. Whenever you have something about 100% sure, you can use these words. You can use these words. Undeniably, undoubtedly, irrefutably, and there is another word. In the long run, I'll remember. It's there somewhere back. I have to bring it forward. It takes time. So, study the subtitles very carefully. Now, what are the subtitles? So, the scanning stage. The scanning stage. So, this one, we are going to the scanning stage now. Afterwards, sorry. But before that one, in the skimming stage, we have 2 points. You know that, 2 points. Yes. And this point is the title. Okay. Skimming the title. Skimming stage. First one is skimming the title. Okay. So this is all about that. The next one is so the subtitles. The subtitles. Nobody will open the video. If I see anybody opening the video, I'll just remove them and place them out. I'm sorry, I cannot say anything. So even by mistake, don't open your video because I'm concentrating here. And if anybody sees anybody opening the video, send a message to me. It's against the lecture because it's distraction. Okay, so don't open your videos. Yeah, even by mistake. Right. Now the subtitle. Right. Now, identify the subtitles of the individual parts, individual threads or parts, individual texts. Yeah. Identify the subtitles of the individual texts. Okay. Identify the subtitles of the individual text. We are going there now. Yes. Now we have four texts. We have four texts. Identify. First one is identify the title of the passage. Identify the title, subtitles of the individual text. Now study the subtitles. Study the subtitles. Study the subtitles. Now, what are the subtitles? What are the subtitles? Now, let us see here. Text A, text B, text C, text D. These are called labels. These are called labels. There are four labels. They are not subtitles, they are four labels. Okay. So, the four labels are text A, text B, text C, text D. These are the labels. Now, every label is given there, but all the titles or subtitles are not given there. Right. Now, let us go to text A. In the text A, there is no label here. There is no title here. Text B, there is title here. Text B, there is a title here. Simple fracture of limbs. A is not given, forget it. Simple fracture of limbs. Simple fracture of limbs. Now, next one, C. Is drug therapy protocol. Drug therapy protocol. Yeah. Technique for plaster back slab. Yeah. Now here it is not given. Technique for plaster back slab for arm fractures. Use same principle for leg fractures, for arm or leg, both. Now let us see here. Here it is not given. You think, but it is already given. It is already given. See the bold letters here. So fractures, dislocations, and sprain. So fractures, dislocation, sprain. Three are given. Three are given. That means they have made three groups in this. So these are different types. Or they separated into three different groups, or they made it different classes. There are classes there, three classes. So we can take this title as groupification or categorization or classification or whatever you say. So you have to give a label to this one yourself. Types. Or you can say categories. Okay, categories. Or types, or classes, or groups, or kinds. You can give a number of words. These are synonyms and synonyms. You gave your own label here. So categories, types, classes, groups, kinds. That's it. So we can give this as categories. Okay. Of problems or fractures. Categories of problems. Now, this is how you will study the title. Now, once you studied the title, bring into one word. Now, this you can bring into one particular word. We want only one word. Yeah. Which word you want to select? Okay. What word? Which word you want to select? Because you have to do it, not I. I'm only guiding you. I'm the traffic light and you are the vehicles to pass. Come on, type your name. Which word you want? Which is the best possible word you want? Type it out. You select, you do it. In the exam, I'm not going to do it. Just being audience will not help you. Select the word, try active participation. This is a practical session. A practical session. Come on, select. If you don't want to participate, why should I teach? Participate. Yes. So, slides, please blank. Okay. Somebody says it is blank. Can you see text A here? One or two people say yes. Yeah, that's it. So Muthu, I think if it is blank, then you can exit and join again. Yeah. So we'll take the word types. Types. So this is one word, types. That's it. So we are studying the title and we are bringing it out into small things. So next, text B. Simple fracture of limbs. Simple fracture of limbs. Simple fracture of limbs. This is simple fracture of limbs. That means there is something complex fracture of limbs. Try to understand that. This word simple is a pointer which is pointing to something else. It is not all fractures, but it is simple fractures only. So if this text B is related to simple fractures, something is related to complex fractures. That's it. Otherwise, why will he say simple fractures? It should be all fractures. No? He did not say all fractures. All fractures are equal to simple fractures and complex fractures. Try to study the subtitle here. Fracture of limbs. Limbs means four limbs and him limbs, all the limbs. Four. Right hand, right leg, and left leg. Limbs means all the limbs. That's very clear. He did not say four limbs. If he says four limbs, then there will be hind limbs. Are you with me? Or do you think I'm crazy? If I'm making sense, say yes. Sense. Is it yes or no? It is mere common sense. If I say wash your hands, that means no need to wash your legs. Whenever you go to somebody's house, they give water in the village and they say wash your hands and legs. That's the common thing. If they say wash your legs, that means no need to wash your hands. It should be understood. That is called comprehension. Comprehend, understanding capability. A person who reads will only read. He will not go into the depth of the subject. That is why there are so many strugglers. I have tried 4 times reading, sir. There are people who came with me 50 years. So, thank you for your response. So, simple fracture of limbs, that means there is something complex fracture of limbs. So, this is fracture of limbs. Limbs. What should we give subtitle here? Simple or fracture of limbs? Simple we should take, or fracture we should take, or limbs we should take. So this is a question mark. So hold on. Go to the next one. You will understand. Will this be related to C or will it be related to D? Here you see arms and legs. That means limbs. Arm is there. Leg is there. That means limbs. arms plus legs equals limbs. 2 arms plus 2 legs are equal to 4 limbs. So this is related to D. It is juxtaposition. They are parallelly running. They don't meet. That's why though both are put in separate paragraphs. They're going parallel like railway tracks. They'll never meet. Because this is simple and that is what then? It is complex automatically. These are simple fractures. Those are complex fractures. This is fracture of limbs. That is also fracture of limbs. But there they said legs and hands. They did not say limbs. But you should understand that whenever you go to here, this place, arms and legs are equal to limbs. So that means there is some connection between that D text and this B text. Why don't you realize this similarity? Next one. Here is fractures. And here also fractures. Here also fractures. So fractures, fractures. So D is also fractures. B is also fractures. That means fractures will not be the key word. Then this is limbs. And here is arms and legs. Means limbs. So limbs is also not the key word. So these two are related. Okay. Now, next one. So forget B and D. We'll study them separately. Now see. Drug therapy protocol. Drug therapy protocol. Drug. That means he's talking about drugs. Treatment with the drugs, not treatment. Treatment with the drugs. Drug is very important here. If you say drug, that means treatment. But treatment doesn't mean drug. Drug means treatment, but treatment doesn't mean drug. Try to understand. Head is in the body. Head is in the body, human body. But body means this only. Try to understand. Head, body, and limbs. But body means entire from head to foot is body. Try to understand the relationship here. So drugs are related to treatment. Other than drugs also are related to treatment. Maybe operation. What is called surgery. Maybe anything else. Physiotherapy. Therapy. Physiotherapy. Hydrotherapy. Chemotherapy. Chemicals or drugs maybe. That is different thing. So drug therapy means chemotherapy, chemical. Chemotherapy doesn't mean only for what is that cancer. Chemicals. I'm not very sure about that. So drug therapy. Right. Next. So this is related to drug. Protocol. Is it related to protocol? Is it related to therapy? Is it related to specifically drug? Treatment with drug, and what is the protocol that you have to follow? If drug is not there, therapy is not there, protocol is not there, everything else will be vague. So drug is important. So let us take the word drug. Next, sorry. Then what is this? Simple fracture of limbs. So that means we can say simple. That's it. And that is complex. Last tab is a complex treatment. And this is simple treatment. And this is complex treatment. So types, simple, drugs, complex. Or easily complex treatment. Otherwise, you can also give the name back slab. That's understood. Very straightforward. Just a back slab. Yeah, take that word, back slab. Okay. Simple means normal treatment, and this is serious treatment. That's all. If the treatment is normal for normal fracture, it is normal treatment. Fine. If it's serious one, it will go into D. That's it. So we got the 4 labels. Now the 4 subtitles are A, types, B, simple management, C, drugs, and D, back slab. So these are the 4 things coming together. This is my house. Simon's house is the title. This is my house. Simon's house is the title. This is my bedroom. Simon's bedroom is the title. This is my reading room. So Simon's reading room is this title. C. This is my kitchen. So Simon's kitchen. Guest room. So Simon's guest room. So different rooms. So this extract, this text, this passage is equal to a house, and 4 texts or parts are 4 rooms. Every house has a title, Simon's house. And in all the 4 rooms, there are 4 rooms, and every room has its own title. Bedroom, kitchen, study room, living room. So all these 4 rooms belong to Simon. So Simon's bedroom, Simon's kitchen, Simon's study room, Simon's living room. Try to understand the relation. Simple to complex I am taking you. If I tell you about house, you will understand. If I tell you about passage, you will not understand. So what you know, I am explaining so that you can understand. Simple, complex thing, it is difficult for you to understand. So simple things I am explaining. Easy things I am explaining. Easy to difficult. Strategies, I am telling you the strategies. All the strategies will be there. All the 4 strategies will be there here. Strategy number 1. Simple to complex. That means the question, the pattern, the style, the passage is very complex. It is very difficult to understand. So that is why I am giving you simple terms, house, because everyone knows. The next strategy is called easy to difficult. Easy to difficult. If you understand the easy ones, the difficulties you can relate. And the third one is known to unknown. Known to unknown. What you know the house. What you do not know, this passage. How to do this passage, you do not know. But house you know, that is known to unknown. The next one, general to specific. General to specific. 4 different strategies we are going to study. All these strategies I'm involving in this lecture. Right. So we navigated and came to the prime concerns. 4 words, actually 5 words. 5 words. Okay, 5 words which are very, very crucial. These 5 words are enough. These 5 words are enough. This is studying the subtitles. Studying the subtitles. Now, next stage, when you are studying these things, you have to, or your mind has to run like a mercury. Okay? Mercury means very fast. If mercury falls on the ground, it breaks into 100 pieces and they will float. They will not stay. They just. So mercury is very fast. That's why you put in thermometer. Right. It expands. So here, the most important thing is synonyms. Antonyms. Synonyms. Okay. Vocabulary. We call it vocabulary. So vocabulary is related to synonyms. Synonyms means the words are similar in meaning. Okay. Next one, meanings. Next one, definitions. He may use anything. He will give one word here, but he will give an explanation. Definitions. He may give antonyms. Means equally opposite in meaning, not exactly equally opposite in meaning. Then opposites. These are exactly opposite. Antonyms are equally opposite. Synonyms are equal in meaning. Antonyms are equal in opposite. But word opposite. For example, girl, boy. Girl, boy. Tall, short. Tall, short. Now, what are opposites and what are synonyms and antonyms? Now, if there is a word called tall, the opposite of it is short, but the synonym of it is giant, and the antonym of it is dwarf. Try to understand it. Try to understand what I'm telling you very clearly. A word, particular word is a tall, and the opposite is a short. For tall, it cannot be dwarf, opposite. Never. Tall, short. But the synonym tall, opposite is short, but the synonym of tall is giant. And the antonym of tall is dwarf, which is a synonym of short. Try to understand these things. He may give a synonym, he may give a meaning, he may give a definition, he may give an antonym by saying not tall is equal to short. Tall means not short, not a dwarf or giant. Any of it he may give. Tall, he may give in the passage what? Giant, big, huge, gigantic, ginormous, enormous. There are many other words. They should run on in your mind, just like that. So, in the question, he will say tall. But in the passage, he may say any of these synonyms. Giant, huge, enormous, gigantic. Anyone he can. These are called synonyms. Almost similar in meaning, not exactly same. Remember. Next one. He may give the antonym using its negation. Tall, not short. Same. Tall is equal to not short. But he is using the antonym with a negation. Not. Not short means tall. So he is using, sorry, not antonym, means opposite. Tall, short, opposite word. He is using an opposite word with a negation. Is equal to tall. This is an opposite. Tall, short, opposite words. He may give an antonym using a negation. Not a dwarf. It is not opposite. It is not synonym, but it is antonym. Equally opposite, not exactly opposite. Almost equally opposite. Almost equally opposite, not exactly. Okay. Right. Stunted. Stunted. Dwarf. Okay. So, miniature. Small. So, he can use any such things. Next one, he can also use definition. Definition is already given. Explanation. He can also give the explanation. He will explain in detail. He will not use the word, he will explain in detail there. You should relate things. This is equal to that. You should relate. Everything is equal now. So, this is the next step. Remember that. Now, so we have completed with skimming. Skimming is done. Okay. Skimming is done. Right. This is how you have to identify. Yes. So just ponder on these parts which I have told you just now. Okay. So okay. Fine. Right. Right. So fractures, dislocations, and sprains. We are getting into the session now. Without reading, we'll get the answers. Without reading, we'll get the answers. So get going. Finished. Now here, you know what you have to do. These are the questions. These are the questions. Okay. Right. Okay. So technical glitch. So question 1. Question number 1. Question number 1. Question number 1. Right. So studying question by question. Let us take question 0 because this is the title slide. Now here, okay. In which text can you find information about? In which text can you find information about? In which text can you find information about? Okay. So this is the point. Right. Yeah. Let us take, okay, the question. Question. This is A, types. B, simple. All right. So A, B, C, D. C, drugs. D, complex. So we have got these four different things. Right. The question will be in white. Okay. So try to understand the pointer here. A, types. B, simple. These are the options. Yeah. So only the question is important, the center one. That's why I put white. Others forget because everything is there on your mind. Question number, not important. In which text can you find information about? Not important. A, it is already put in your brain that it is types. B, it is already put in there that it's simple. C, it's already known that it is drugs. D, it's already clear that it is complex. Then why all these things? Just to be there so that you will not forget. Because if you keep these four on your mind, I'm putting here on the screen, but you have to put on your mind. Because nothing will be there. You have to keep everything inside. If you know this, if you recall these four words, immediately you'll get the answer. Immediately you'll get the answer. Immediately you'll get the answer. Yes. Just like that, you'll get the answer. The snap of your fingers, you get the answer. Right. Now, so that is sample. Just study the pattern because we are not going to the text. Not going to the text. Trust me. You're not going to the text. You are with the commander because he's at a vantage point in the helicopter or on a mountain top and he's telling you shoot means shoot. Bend down means bend down. Fall on the ground means fall on the ground. Hide in the bushes means hide in the bushes. Run back means run back because he's seeing from a higher angle and he's commanding you. That's it. He's watching you from there. So do whatever I'm telling you. That's enough for you now. Right. Go through this pattern because this is what is going to help you now. Only this and nothing else. Right. There we go. Question number 1. Question number 1. But only one thing I warn you, don't submit the answer before I tell. Do not submit the answer before I tell. When I say submit, then submit, because everyone should think. Don't spoil the chances. Oh, I am very clever, put the mark answer there. I hate that attitude. Don't prove that you are very excellent or outstanding, because everyone on this platform is excellent because they know the value of importance. That means everyone is excellent. Let them also have their own thinking. That's why I count them 7 to 1, so that everyone will put in the same time, so that they will not be influenced by others. Right. Here is question number 1. Here is question number 1. So Q1. Procedures for delivering pain relief. Procedures for delivering pain relief. Pain relief. Pain relief. Pain relief. So here you have 3 things. Types of fractures, simple fractures, drugs for fractures, complex fractures. Try to understand this. Fractures is everywhere. Types of fractures, simple fractures, drugs for fractures, complex fractures. Or types, simple management of fractures, drugs for managing fractures, complex management of fractures. Everything is there. Everything is the same thing. Everything is one and the same. Okay. I want to give you the title, right? Questions 1. So this is fractures. I did not ask you to submit, Rabil. Hold on, please. Think. Think. Relax. Relax. Patience is a virtue. If you get that virtue, you will go to the result. That's it. Everyone. Don't be offended if I say anything. You are my child. So are everyone else. So is everyone else. All are equally important. You have given an answer, others will be thinking about it. They will stop thinking and they'll see answer, and they'll be influenced by that one. That's why I tell don't. Because you are first time attending this session. That's why. Right, no problem. It's okay. No need to say sorry also. That's understood. You did not do wantedly. Unknowingly you did. Leave it. So, pain relief is related to types. Pillow. Simon's pillow will be in Simon's bedroom, or Simon's kitchen, or Simon's living room, or Simon's study room. Simon's pillow will be where? Definitely not in Simon's living room, definitely not in Simon's study room, definitely not in Simon's kitchen, but definitely will be there in Simon's bedroom, because pillow is related to bedroom. Where is Simon's knife? Will it be in bedroom? No. Will it be in living room? No. Common sense. I'm telling you, known to unknown. This is unknown. So I'm giving you known to unknown. Pillow means bedroom. Knife means kitchen. TV, living room. Books, study room. That's it. Anything else is mismatched. You know about house. So that's why I told you house. This is also think that it is a house. Imagine. Procedures for delivering pain relief. pain relief. A, types of fractures. B, simple fractures. C, drugs for fractures. D, complex fractures. Where it will be? Counting down start. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, submit. Write A, B, C, D. That's enough. New students. Is everyone done? That's it. Good. So simple. So easy. Now, let us check the answer. Patience is a virtue. So number 1 is C. Update scores. If it is right, 1 by 1. If it is wrong, 0 by 1. Yes. Next. Nothing will change, only question number will change. Once it is there in your mind, question number will change. That's next. And the question will change. Everything will be remain the same. That's it. Don't be in a hurry, anybody, please. Study the question. In which text can you find information about the procedure to follow when splinting a fractured limb? Fractured limb may be where? Limb may be where? Is it in A, B, C, D? A, types. B, simple. C, drugs. D, complex. Splinting. Splinting. Remember that. Splinting. Think about that. Will it be in types of fractures? Will it be in simple management of fractures? Will it be in drugs for fractures or complex management of fractures? Splinting. Splinting. You know what is splinting? I don't need to tell you. You are medical professionals. Time starts now. 7, 6. Just write the letter A, B, C, D. That's all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Be relaxed. Be cool. Be patient. The Grand Master is at work. Be my guests. Be my soldiers. You will win the war. War one-sided with Grand Master class. Victory is written for you. The only condition is be patient. Yeah. Now let us see. You are genius. Update your scores. I need not ask you every time. So question number 3. Question number 3. In which text can you find information about what to record when assessing a patient? Is it in types of fractures? Is it in simple fractures or drugs for fractures or complex fractures? 7. Think carefully. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Assessing a patient. Assessing a patient. Okay. What to record when assessing a patient? Okay. Let us see. Update your scores. You made a miscalculation. You made a miscalculation. Types. Types. Types are classification. It is not assessment. Types is a classification. It's not assessment. First, you take the patient and when you assess, if it is simple, you treat immediately. If it is complex, you treat later. Okay? That's it. You are assessing, means checking. You will check when. When do you check? Right? When do you check? When the patient comes to you, you check the patient. Okay? You check the patient. You are recording it. What to record when assessing a patient? Right? What to record when assessing a patient? Assessing. So types of fractures are just 3 different groups. Okay. So what is fracture? What is dislocation? What is sprain? That only you will know. Why this will happen, you will know. There's only types. Before accident, general information. General information. If it is just a sprain, the patient will not come to the doctor. He will apply some balm and leave it. Maybe. Assessment. So simple things only will be assessed. And if it becomes complex, then it will be treated, managed with serious measures. Okay. You assess, okay, and then you give drugs. You assess and then you send to First, you should know what it is. Then you assess. Assessment, checking, managing. Temporary. Immediately when he comes to you, you will just assess. You will check. You will manage. So preliminary management. Assessment is preliminary management. Okay, it's not treatment. Treatment is C and D. Okay, when you assess, you will know that it is simple means you'll carry on. If it is complex means you'll send there. Simple means you just give drugs. Complex means you'll give some backslab or something. So you assess and make it simple or complex. Okay. What to record when assessing a patient. So that is how it goes to simple management of fractures. In which text can you find information about the terms used to describe different types of fractures? There is one particular word which will take you where you have to go. Somebody, okay. Question number 4. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, submit. Patience. Patience. Don't be in a hurry to answer. Don't be in a hurry to decide the answer. Answers will be very simple. Only the thing is your speed destroys the show. Yes. 11 students. Very good. Almost everyone is participating. Fourth answer. Update your scores. Shall I tell you one secret for studying? Eat less. Secret for study is eat less. Really, really, really. Don't eat stomach full. A person who is stomach full will not concentrate. So eat less. Okay. There is a saying, In Telugu language, we say, a person who eats one time is a yogi, means saint. A person who eats 2 times is a bhogi, means pleasure-loving person. A person who eats 3 times is a rogi, means sick person. I don't know why they say it. I heard somewhere. A person who eats 1 time is a yogi, saint. He just eats to live. A person who eats 2 times is a bhogi, means pleasure-loving person. And a person who eats 3 times is a rogi, means sick person. I don't know. Really, I feel something, but the fact of the matter is that, right? Wise people don't just say like that. If you want to study, okay, just have 1/4 of what you have to eat. After finishing your study, you can eat and sleep, no problem. Okay. That is my secret. When I was in the school or college or university. Question number 5. The practitioners who administer analgesia. The practitioner who administer analgesia. There is one particular word which will take you to the answer. Find out that one particular word. Find out that one particular word which will take you to the answer. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, submit. Update your scores. What to look for. In which text can you find information about what to look for when checking an injury? When checking an injury. What to look for when checking an injury? One word will help you to go to the answer. What is that one word? If you can identify, that's very good. Very simple. One special word will be there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Update your scores, please. In which text can you find information about how fractures can be caused? How fractures can be caused? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Submit your scores, please. Submit your scores, please. Update your scores, please. So that is the first round of the session. So we have completed with the first set of questions. That is locating the answer. Which text will you get the information? So feedback, please. Feedback, please. What did you learn? How the session was? What is the use of this type? Are we saving our time or not? I did not teach anything, Baba. You only did everything. I just was sitting and having 2 cups of tea. Other than that, nothing I did. Everything you only did, na? What I did? Just gave you 4 words, 5 words, sorry. Yeah. Think about what you learned and write. How to identify one word and find its synonyms. Yeah. Those who want to share your voice along with your video can just open your video and share your experience in your own words. Yeah. How it helped you? Ashish, very good. Don't miss these sessions after 8 o'clock. Yeah, anyone who wants to speak? Okay. Sajida, on duty. Good. I really like you people to come with open heart to share your experience. That's really wonderful. There are at least some students who want to open up. So, Sajida, you can unmute and you can share your experience, what you learned, how it was. Because if you give feedback only, I will try. I'll get motivation to teach more things. Nah? So, yeah, Sajida, you can speak.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, by God's
I'm on
grace,
duty,
I am hungry.
but I'm really honest with my duty. I have no patient at right now in my center, so I'm a relaxed. So, in fact, watching the other reels and any TikTok, I thought I attend the class. So, class was very interesting. I no idea when the time is passing. 3 hour is past now, so I no feeling and boring. I am fully enjoyed this lecture and I learn a lot from this strategies. uh, I little bit have idea how to do this one, but sir doing some more unfolding of my brain. So today I did the first time I did 7 out of 7. Mostly I was doing, I'm a repeater one, so mostly I was just picking a 6 out of 7, but today first time I did 7 out of 7. Thanks, sir, and thanks for God as well.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, next. Who was the next one? Cynthia Kunjumon. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir, and good evening, all. As usual, excellent. And yeah, the A session of the reading, how to analyze and how to categorize the session, we learned. And again and again, we are learning a lot. Thanks a lot, my grandfather.
Yeah. Next. Next. Now, after the video session, if anybody is interested to open the video and speak, you can speak. So it will give you boldness. That's it. For me, nothing. For you, you'll get that boldness to face the world. Okay. Next. Now the audio sessions. Who wants to speak? You can just open your audio and you can speak. It's okay. Yeah. You can unmute. I already gave you a chance to unmute. You can just click on the mic and you can unmute and you can speak. Priya is there. Salimat, very good. You have started attending the classes. Anybody who wants to speak, you can speak.
Yes, sir. I want to speak about your reading part A. Actually, I am very weak in reading part A, and I really need. I was looking for help for reading part A, and so it really works for me. And up to now, I am very confident. But after B and part section B and C matching question, I learned for this matching question is good. And after then get to question, I hope you will also give us a good trick. Yeah, I really enjoyed your session. Thank you for this meaningful session.
Yeah, you are welcome, Dr. Rabil. Next. Anybody can unmute and speak. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Rojia. Rojia Sharif. Yeah. Why are you hiding? Okay, you can come and speak like this. No, yeah, come on.
Yeah, how are you?
Hmm.
I really enjoyed the session, sir. It was wonderful for me to get some information as without reading the text.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir, for that.
Welcome. Ashish. Ashish. You can open your mic and you can speak. Yeah. Right. Muttulakshmi.
Yes, I hear bit noise is there. That's what I was.
No problem, no problem. Finished. Lecture is already finished. No problem. Tell.
Yeah. Um, it is the smart. It is the smart way of approaching the OET reading part, especially with the part A, that 1 to 7 questions, and the questions are 1 to 20. They are just increasing the difficulty level in the 1 to 7 simple format. After that, bit moderate. Then after that, last 20 till 20th question, the difficulty level has been increased. So they are just assessing our knowledge to in a stage wise. So you are teaching in a smart way to answer and approach the parts and divisions, those divisions. So it's really smart way and ideal. We can definitely we should follow it.
Yes, thank you very much. Preeti Sehrawat. Preeti Sehrawat. Preeti Sehrawat.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, dear.
So overall, my experience is good. Yeah, today, in fact, you day by day taught me new things like how to solve the question in different strategies. And after that, we tried that, and I got a good score. So today today you taught a new things that how to find out a easy way that part A 1 to 7 questions, and that was strategy. I hope so. This was also good, and we will get a good score at least in 1 to 7 questions. That questions will not do wrong thing.
Yes. Priya. Priya.
Sir, very good evening.
Good evening. Share your
In the middle
experience.
of,
What did you learn today?
yes, sir, in the middle of the session, I joined like a scanning, and after that, really, it is very useful. And you taught in the way of like a principles and how we have to predict the answer in a short minutes, like seconds. So it is very useful. And if we use this methodology while in the real, so I hope it will be very useful to get a good score in that reading part. So thank you for your complete patient, clear explanation, sir.
Welcome. Ranita Pamarti. Ranita Pamarti.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pranita.
Yes, sir. Anytime. Yeah, I am following your classes. It will be very beneficial because of her time saving and short time. How we will get the answers. It is very useful, sir. Really. Thank you so much. So many words are there, but I can't explain. But it is very helpful and very beneficial. It is useful, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Right. If anybody is missed, yes, you can talk. Otherwise, in 30 seconds, we are closing the show. That's the end of the day. Have a nice day. Now I'm going to order Swiggy and I'm going to have my dinner. I had my breakfast and I did not have my lunch, so now I'll have my dinner. So 30 seconds left. Anybody can speak. So the students who are on the YouTube, who are watching them, this is a demonstration session. And if you feel that this is really going to be beneficial to you, yes, you can join. We are starting our offline classes from September 12th. That's my birthday. And for the first batch, we are giving, instead of 35,000 per month, is a full-time study only for those students who take leave and no other work, morning 9 to evening 6. Those who want to spend here full time, for them only admission will be given. And the fees is 35,000, including everything. So the special scholarship for the first batch of 12 students, September 12th. So for 12 students, the fees will be only 5,000 instead of 35,000. So whoever is interested, you can register and you can come and study here. This is our institute. And here you'll definitely have a differential treatment. You will feel that this is the OET exam room. real OET testing room. Like that it will be for you. Same exam pattern style. And then the same treatment. You will not be allowed to have your mobiles in the classroom. Testing zone. Same like exam. As it is. In addition to that style, we'll have the recording of your video. And that recording will be typed. And the typed one will be given feedback. In the OET, they don't give you feedback. They just give you a certificate. But here, on an everyday basis, you will be given feedback. And in addition to that, you will have lectures. So there will be 2 batches running parallelly. This is one room, lecture hall, Cambridge, and another hall is lecture hall, Oxford. So Cambridge, 12 students will be there, and Oxford, 12 students will be there. In the Cambridge hall, morning will be classes, and afternoon will be test. And in the Oxford hall, morning will be test, and afternoon will be classes and feedback. So continuously 4 hours morning, you will have the test, like in official OET. And the other 4 hours, 8 hours you'll be here. In between, you'll have lunch break. Yeah. So the other 4 hours, you'll have lectures and feedback. You'll have English teachers, not nurses, not doctors, English teachers. Many people ask me, sir, your classes are very different. Why this difference? Because I'm an English teacher. I'm not a nurse and I'm not a doctor. I am an English teacher. So that makes the difference. English teachers, why I'm telling English teachers, I'll not recruit nurses as teachers. I'll recruit some nurses, but they will not be teachers. They will be just playing the role of the patient. They will not give explanation, they will not give feedback, they will not give anything. They'll just take the test. That test will be recorded. Okay, and that recording will be sent for typing. That typing will come back to again English teachers, and those English teachers will sit in front of you, and then they will give you feedback based on the paper they have in front of you. That's the difference, because they are English teachers. Why English teachers? Why not nurses? Many nurses are teaching. My words are on the platform in the internet, but nobody will question me because what I'm speaking is right. What I'm speaking is right. Any Tom, Dick and Harry is teaching, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make them English teachers. They're just spending some time fooling people and making some money in the time being. That's all. Yes, that's a fact. I'm telling you online. If I'm wrong, you can take me to task. If you have a 4th class child, will you allow a mathematics teacher to teach English? Your child is studying 4th class or 5th class or 6th class. Will you send your child to a mathematics teacher or a geography teacher or a science teacher or a Hindi teacher for learning English? Common sense. Common sense. You will not. Definitely. My child, how can a mathematics teacher teach English? He's a teacher at least. He's not English teacher, but he's a teacher at least. Then when a teacher itself cannot teach English, how can a non-teacher teach English? For teaching qualification, even for 5th class, the basic requirement is subject English. That means they should be a Bachelor of Arts in English Literature, at least. Then he will become a he will become a trained graduate teacher. Trained graduate teacher, bachelor's degree. If he has a bachelor degree in English, okay, he's an English teacher. If he has bachelor's degree in science, he can become a science teacher. The next one. So subject knowledge, we call it subject knowledge. This is called academic proficiency. Academic proficiency. Now, second thing, he should have or she should have a B.Ed, at least B.Ed, Bachelor's in Education. You know it. They're not small kids for not realizing these things. Some people are coming and translating everything in your language, Punjabi or Malayalam or Hindi. Okay. So you'll fall trap to them and you'll just join. They take less fees because they're not teachers, no? They take less fees. You'll go and learn less fees. Okay. Why do you go to a specialist and give more fees? Super specialty hospital and give more fees. Why? Because you know that there is some guarantee. They'll definitely do something. There are specialists. So why don't you go to a specialist who is academically qualified with a bachelor's in English, at least? Number 2, Bachelor of Education, professional qualification. This is necessary for a teacher. Okay. So professional qualification. Does a nurse have academic qualification? Does a doctor have academic qualification? People are doing. Why? Because if people are going. Whose mistake? You're going to supermarket and checking everything, whether it is good or nice, or even for 5 rupees thing or 100 rupees thing. Checking top to bottom, one pen, checking, writing or not. Why you are checking so much and purchasing 5 rupees thing or 10 rupees thing or 100 rupees thing? Because you want to check it, to be perfect, to be not cheated. So go to professionally qualified, at least be a. I'm not asking you to come to me. I never ask anybody to come to me. Actually, I drive many students by being serious. They don't come to me. I drive them away. Only serious students will come. So I'll take them, promise. Will you be very obedient? Will you do everything? All promises. I'll take. Then after 15 to 30 minutes, or 30 minutes to 1 hour, I'll discuss. Then I'll give admission. Otherwise, I'll not give admission. You know that very clearly. So in that interview, only many people go out. This sir is very serious. So let them go. No? Only I filter quality students and come take. Why should I break my head with non-serious students? For them, that is good. They don't want mother's love cooked in the house. They want to go to street food because they decorate and they have so too much pomp and show. But in the kitchen, what they do, you don't know. Right. And the third one is experience. How many teachers, how many years have they been teaching English? How many years have they been teaching English? Experience. Teaching English. A person who is nurse, they are doing nursing, and in between they come and start teaching 3-4 months or 1 year. Okay, what? Who are they? Nurses or teachers? They have certificate in nursing or they have certificate in teaching? Being matured people, being a people of high rank, knowledge, education. Why should we fall trap? Why should we be trapped in this vicious circle? Because people don't realize. Okay, people are ready to take advantages of your ignorance or helplessness or need or want. If you say, oh, these glasses are these are glasses, very police glasses, remove this plate. This is 10,000 glass. If you want, I'll give you for 1,000. You take, but this is only 200. Because you want these glasses because they look very nicely, I can cheat you. You go and ask them first. When you're joining a particular teacher, ask them, will you teach me reading? Will they say, yes, we will teach you reading? Or will they say, no, we don't teach reading, we only teach writing and speaking. We'll give you materials, you have to do your own and you have to check your own. That you have to manage only writing and speaking. We'll do daily one writing. Why? Why? They are teachers of English, they should explain all these things. Right? I'm telling the same thing in front of on the internet here. Everyone will watch one or the other video. If I am wrong, they can come and question me. But nobody will questions because I'm taking the fact. When people want to get fooled, there are people who want to fool you for their own benefit. Okay? They'll fool you. Definitely they'll fool you. So don't fall prey to such imitation teachers who neither have academic qualification, nor has professional qualification, nor has teaching experience. There's the difference. Be smart in choosing your teacher. Be wise in selecting the person who is going to teach you. If a person who is going to teach you is a nurse like you or is a doctor like you, how do you expect them to teach English? Because they are specialists in nursing, they are specialists in medicine. Okay. People who fool are already there. But only the thing is, if you are wise, you will not be fooled. There are some people on the internet who leaked papers, they say. Leaked papers. There are some students who paid that money. First they will pay 20,000, then 10,000, then 5,000, then again 10,000. Then continuously they'll be paying. They'll say, and they're crying. I told them, don't pay. They secretly pay. And after they somehow I come to know, then I ask, sir, they cheated me, sir. I told you. They're cheaters only, no? That's why they're leaking the papers and giving you, no? If they're cheating the system itself, they cannot cheat you. So, don't fall prey to such people also. Desperate people become prey to such people. Desperate. Be strong enough. Learn. Gain knowledge. And fight the battle. You understand? If you are desperate, if you are helpless, people will fool you. So learn knowledge. Be strong. So work hard. Get good results. See, so many people are there. They will not come and attend the sessions. They want easy things. They want to do one reading and correct and think. Do reading, correct and think. Where are you? I'm there I'm there only. I'm there only. Because I'm a caterpillar. I'll be there only. If I transform into a butterfly, then only I can fly. Na? Put your wings of knowledge. Then this caterpillar will become a butterfly. Okay. Caterpillar is a symbol of scorn. S-C-O-R-N. Disgust. Disgust. Disgusting. Sir, I paid 50,000 to those people, sir. They said, we'll leak your papers. But they did. Disgusting characters. Why did you pay money? Why did you get fooled? Sir, they fooled me. Why they fooled you? Because you are a fool. If you are wise, will you fall prey to them? They did not fool you. You were fooled. They did not come and tell, come on, I'll give you. No, you went and told, I'll give money, you give me the papers. Huh? Did they fool you? Did they come to you? They just put something and you went there and you fell trap. If you do not go, will they fool you? You're desperate to pass the OET. That's why you give. You're desperate. You're helpless. Somehow you want to get it. So you went to them. You paid money. Did they tell you to pay money? They'll just say, we provide leaked paper, send me personal message. That's it. Many people did not pay money to them. No? Why you paid? Because you're a fool. Don't you know the difference between good and bad? Don't you know the difference between right and wrong? Don't you know the difference between just and unjust? Don't you know the difference between the attitude of good and wicked people? Did not God not give you brains to differentiate what type of people are how? Huh? This many people are standing on the platform and attending the session. Why? Are they mad? They know the differentiation. What is the quality here? But many people, they don't understand. Simon sir is wasting our time. As if these people are going to do PhD. Otherwise, they don't want to learn. They just want to get marks. So that's why they do anything. Okay. So, transformation of attitude, transformation of personality. Start doing the right things right. Avoid the wrong things. That's it. Once you start doing the right things, everything right will run after you. Once you start doing bad things, everything bad will run after you. That's it. Because like begets like. You are good, good things will come to you. You are bad, bad things will come to you. You are bad. You want to get a OET marks. You don't want to study. All negative things. You don't have time. You don't work hard. You waste your money. You cheat your own conscience. You cheat the society. You lose your money. You lose your time. You lose your happiness after getting the result. You lose your interest. You lose the peace in your family. You paid money, that's you lost to see how you got cheated. I told you don't do, you still gave it. Husband will say, or wife will say. Even peace in the family is lost. You cannot sleep properly. This is all vicious circle. One wrong you do anything, everything wrong will follow. You don't fall prey to that person. You don't give money. Your money is safe. Okay? That's it. You'll be happy. If anybody asks you, I did my level best, I did not pass, that's no problem. But will anybody say, criticize you? If they criticize you, they are fools. Okay? And last thing is not hard work, but it is smart work. Be smart. Okay? Be smart. Straight to the point. That's what it is. Did we read all the passage? Huh? It is like if you have pain on the nose, you will apply balm to the entire face, like that. Okay? Don't beat around the bush. Be pinpoint, up to the mark. This is what I tell you. Okay? So that's the end of the session. Have a nice day. Good night.